Okay, so this is apparently some kind of accent challenge, and I was challenged by Rebel Acacia, also known as Katie. My name is Samantha Balk, and my username on Tumblr is Black Magic Duchess. Magic is with 2 J's. I am from Traverse City, Michigan, and I still live there, unfortunately. And it says pronounce the following words: ant, roof, route, theater, iron, salmon, caramel, fire, water, New Orleans, pecan, both, again, probably, Alabama, lawyer, coupon, mayonnaise, pajamas, caught, naturally, aluminum, GIF, tumbler, crackerjack, doorknob, envelope, and GPOY. What is it called when you throw toilet paper on a house? We call it TPing. What is a bubbly carbonated drink called? Technically in my region, people call it pop. I call it soda because when I say pop, people think I'm saying pot, and I don't like people getting confused about that, so I say soda. What do you call gym shoes? Tennis shoes? What do you call your grandparents? Grandma and grandpa? What do you call the wheeled contraption in which you carry groceries at the supermarket? I call it a cart. My dad calls it a truck. What is the thing you change the TV channel with? The remote. Choose a book and read a passage from it. So I'm reading Patrick Rothfuss's The Name of the Wind, and I'm going to read you the beginning. Once I get there. It was night again. The Waystone Inn lay in silence, and it was a silence of 3 parts. The most obvious part was a hollow, echoing quiet made by things that were lacking. If there had been a wind, it would have sighed through the trees, set the inside sign creaking on its hooks, and brushed the silence down the road like trailing autumn leaves. If there had been a crowd, even a handful of men inside the inn, they would have filled the silence with conversation and laughter, the clatter and clamor one expects from a drinking house during the dark hours of the night. If there had been music, but no, of course there was no music. In fact, there were none of these things, and so the silence remained. Inside the Waystone, a pair of men huddled at one corner of the bar. They drank with quiet determination, avoiding serious discussions of troubling news. In doing this, they added a small, sullen silence to the larger, hollow one. It made an alloy of sorts, a counterpoint. The third silence was not an easy thing to notice. If you listened for an hour, you might begin to feel it in the wooden floor underfoot and in the rough, splintering barrels behind the bar. It was in the weight of the black stone hearth that held the heat of a long-dead fire. It was in the slow back and forth of a white linen cloth rubbing along the grain of the bar. And it was in the hands of the man who stood there, polishing a stretch of mahogany that already gleamed in the lamplight. The man had true red hair, red as flame. His eyes were dark and distant, and he moved with the subtle certainty that comes from knowing many things. The Waystone was his, just as the third silence was his. This was appropriate, as it was the greatest silence of the 3, wrapping the others inside itself. It was deep and wide as autumn's ending. It was heavy as a great river smooth stone. It was the patient, cut-flower sound of a man who is waiting to die. I always thought that was just a really cool beginning. Do you think you have an accent? I'm told that Midwesterners have a really horrible accent with a diphthong, and it makes us sound awful and thick. Be a wizard or a vampire. Obviously a wizard. Vampires are so overdone these days. Do you know anyone on Tumblr in real life? Yes, actually. I know Jory, who's Rugger Words. I know Katie, who is Rebel Acacia. I know Lexa is a sexy nerd. She's my sister. I don't think I follow a whole lot of people on Tumblr that I know in real life. So yeah, that's pretty much it for that. End the audio post by saying any 3 words you want. I chose 3 very good ones. Whimsy, sempiternal, and cataclysm. And that's it for me. And it says to tag some other people. I guess if you thought my accent was cool, go ahead and comment. Sorry if I seem a little out of it. I had a bad day and I'm kind of drunk. So, thanks for watching the video. Okay, bye.